Hi there. Today I'm going to show you how to create a great domain name in under an hour, even if you're not particularly creative. I'm going to do this using a hypothetical gardening business as an example. Given that we're trying to come up with a great domain name for a gardening business, the first thing that I do would be to actually think about the words that define the business, and they are gardener, garden, gardens, and gardening. Now, you're not going to get any single one of those by itself. The idea here is that we're going to go looking for words that we can combine, which your audience would find compelling and engaging, and which accurately reflect the quality of your business, its personality and brand, etc. Now obviously we can't combine garden and gardener. Gardengardener.com sounds a bit strange. So we've got to go looking for other words. The next step for me would be to look at the business domain, which here would be horticulture. And we might even get away with botany, although it's maybe a long shot. I would then look at the words that I suppose define the materials you use, or that might be associated with the things that you do, like green or barrow or grass or flowers, shrubbery, even shrub. So there's no need for you could go on like that for quite a while. There's no need to continue doing that indefinitely. It really depends on how exhaustive a process you want to go through. For the purpose of this post, and to actually come up with a good domain name, we don't need to go any further than that. All we need to do now is use some tools that will supplement my obvious lack of creativity here. I would simply grab these words and throw them into a thesaurus. So I put gardener into the thesaurus, and what do we got? Floriculturalist, florist, fruit grower, horticulturalist. None of these looking. Oh, there we go. Landscape. We could probably use landscape. And maybe nurseryman. Again, that's a long shot. Okay, so it looks like we've reached the end of the road for gardener. Then you would enter garden. Do the same there. So I'll quickly do this. I'm not going to go through my reasoning for each one. I'll just grab some words that I think look useful, even though they may not necessarily be strictly speaking related to the words that I've already written down. Beauty, bloom, botanical, floral, flower, flower bed. Flower bed's a bit hard as a single word. Garland, lateral, ranch maybe, grow, rock. The word pure works nicely, has a nice feel to it, and could combine nicely with some other words there. Okay, so that's I've been through there. I've gotten a few out of that. My next step would probably be to skip down to green, because I think we're not going to come up with too many out of the rest of garden, horticulture and botany. And there's no real synonyms for green, but you'll notice that it's come up with a definition, and for the definition, there's some useful words in there as well, like grass and fresh. Even colour could work. Verdant, emerald. They're a little bit probably a little bit too far out to the left, but you never know. And here we go. What do you know? Vigor, life, new. These are all words that could be associated with garden nicely. Ripe, ripen. Okay, so we've already got quite a list, as you can see, and we've really only looked for synonyms down to here. I would go further to look for synonyms for grass, pasture, a bit left field, but might work in combination with something else. It's better to give things a shot rather than just discount them out of hand. You'll soon know when you do the combinations whether or not it's going to work. So I'm not going to spend too long on grass because most of it looks like fairly technical sort of replacement words or different varieties of grass. So I'll move on from grass and look at flower. We've already got bloom and blossom, we've got plant, we haven't got foliage. It seems unlikely that we'd use that, but you never know. Seed we haven't got. So I'd probably leave it at that. Oh, petal, that'd probably work for the right combination. Fine, fair, spring, summer, all words that work nicely in combination with the concept of garden. I'm not going to worry about shrub, landscape, alpine. I think we've probably got enough words to go on here. Maybe spade, shovel, rake. Okay, so now we have a collection of words that are somehow related to gardening. The next step is to do something useful with them.